Okay, finding the standard equation of a hyperbola. And notice here we see the reigning hide-and-seek world champion. It's because no one's found him. Sometimes we feel like that when we're working math problems, like we're looking for Bigfoot. Well, the answers are not quite that hard. So, first off, let's talk about this problem here. Let's write the standard form of an equation of the hyperbola. If we have foci at negative 1, 2, 5, 2, and vertices at 0, 2, and 4, 2. All right, well, notice here I see that all the y values are 2, so that tells me I'm going to have a horizontal transverse, all right? But basically, first off, though, let's find my midpoints. And I can find the midpoints by simply taking, in a sense, the x values. Now I can either take the foci or the vertices, because they're both going to be equal distance from the center, right? I think I took the vertices because the numbers were a little bit smaller. So in here you see I plug it in, the first x and the second x added together. Now the y's aren't going to change because they're all 2's. So I know I'm going to add this together though. 0 and 4 make 4. 2 plus 2 makes 4. So I'm going to have that 4 over 2, 4 over 2. So the point's 2 over 2. Now I knew the y values are going to be 2 because look, they're all what? 2's. And the other one turned out to be 2 also. So we know that the center is at 2, 2. And C is the distance from the foci to the center. So basically, let's take that 5 and minus 2. That tells me that C is 3. I also know that A is the distance from the vertex to the center. So let's go to one of our vertices, which let's just take the 4 and minus 2, because that's where the center is. So I know that it's at 2. So I know A is 2 and C is 3. Well, and just like in Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, the same is true for hyperbolas. So if I can plug these in, if the c is 3 and the a is 2, I can square them. So I have 9 and 4, minus 4 from each side. And now I need to find b, so I'm going to square root the b, makes it square root of 5. Now, let's go back up and know what we know. Go back to our formula. We have h and k, because that's our h and that's our k. So it's going to be in their inside liars. So I'm going to have my x minus 2 and the y minus 2. I have a squared, which means it's 2 squared, and I have b squared, which is square root of 5 squared, all equal 1. And when I square those, there, I just did the work. This is actually not that hard, because what you have to remember is to find the midpoint, and then we need to remember that c is the distance from the foci to the center, a is from the vertex to the center, and so then a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and that helps us find our a, b, and we have to find c in order to find the b. So that was the idea behind that. And now we've written the standard form of that particular equation, knowing just those points right there.